Hi, in this video I'm going to show you new features of the third version of MIDI Messenger. First, now you can select multiple values for channels and the first byte where it applies, effectively sending many messages at once with the same trigger. For example, you can send one note to two or more devices on different channels, or you can send two or more different notes with a single trigger, or set multiple control change values to 0 on load or transport triggers. And naturally, you can combine multiple channels with multiple values. For example, here I'm sending 3 CC messages to 5 MIDI channels, which is actually 15 messages, all with a single trigger. The second thing is the most interesting feature in this update, expressions. You can use them with most bytes of the message, MIDI channel, note or CC number, velocity or CC value, bank or program for program change message. To open the expression editor, click Create Expression in the value menu. A pop-up will be opened. Here you can choose a source and add operations. Source can be a constant value or taken from one of the trigger bytes. Note that not all triggers have bytes that are listed here. Even though note velocity and controller value are technically the same byte of a MIDI message, we decided to make it more explicit. See how I chose velocity having the onload trigger, and now there's a warning at the bottom telling me that the current trigger doesn't have velocity. Let's fix that and choose note on trigger. Now let's add an operation. Say I want to increase the velocity number by 10. In this case, I can use the add operation with a constant value of 10. As you can see, for every operation, you can also select a constant value and a value taken from the trigger. Hence, you can do some crazy generative stuff, for instance, multiplying a note number with its velocity. I suppose most operation names are self-explanatory, so let's just quickly have a couple of words about the max-off and min-off operations. They are basically some kind of limiters. Let's say I want my resultant velocity to be not higher than 100. Then I can choose the min-off operation with a constant value of 100, so if the value before min-off operation was less than 100, it will be the result of min-off operation, otherwise 100 will be the result. Another thing to note is that MIDI protocol allows us to have values from 0 to 127 for most messages. So when you have an operation that produces larger or smaller values, they will be clamped to 0 and 127. For example, -5 will become 0 and 442 will become 127. Also, for MIDI channel expressions, the limits are 0 and 15 since there's only 16 channels available. The final thing to say about the expression editor is that it has some kind of tabs here in the right upper corner. You can add one using this menu or delete the current one. Let's add one. What it means now is that two messages will be sent with the same trigger. The first one having some calculations and the second one currently having only the default constant value of 0. You can have as many tabs as you wish. Now let's talk about the new triggers. The first thing here is that now you can select multiple channels to be watched for. Then something more advanced. For message bytes you can not just select multiple values but even use ranges. So you don't need to enter every value between 10 and 20, for example. See the optimize button at the bottom? It will check all the ranges and values you enter for this byte and then it will merge them where possible and organize the whole list as well. The last few things are the possibility to bypass a message, so you don't need to delete it or change it to turn it off temporarily. Improved log view now is human readable and can be toggled between the decimal and hexadecimal byte representation. And finally, the in-app donation for those who wanted to support us but didn't want to sign up on Patreon for this. Now you can do this right from the MIDI Messenger window using the Apple Store payments. That's it for the third version of MIDI Messenger. We hope you liked the new features. Never hesitate to drop us a message if you have any questions or want us to know there's something missing in MIDI Messenger. We're always happy to chat. See you soon with new updates. Bye.